everyone, it's Libby from Master Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the War of my First Nations people and huge welcome to you, your guides, my guides and the universal energies. Thrilled to have you along. Let's keep the vibration high despite what I'm going to be talking about today. So what I want to first of all go is sending so much energy out to Java. They are still 2 days later pulling live people out of the rubble after the earthquake there. So lots of strength to those there going through that rescue operation, and to the US with their latest mass shooting. I think, okay, thank you. What the boys have told me is that the shootings, have they dropped off the radar over there for a while? A mass shooting on one side of the country and you didn't hear about it on the other, etc. I don't know. We hear about all of them in the US, and we just in Australia, and we just boggle our eyes at it. But I think what's happening is because it's been brought to the limelight, it's going to be you're going to hear about them more, which is going to raise the vibration and energy of those that are trying to look at some form of reform. Beau of the Fifth Column has done some excellent videos on this, where and he's brought forward data where it shows it's something like 60 to 68% of mass shootings are linked to domestic violence. Either a previous conviction or it started off as a domestic violence and then continued on. And that's when you consider domestic violence is severely underreported. It is too in Australia. That is a really significant number. So it's not so much about the guns themselves, it's about the people behind the guns being able to get hold of them. Okay. But that's not what I'll hop off my soapbox and leave that quokka moment behind, because what I'm going to have a look at today is, and I don't know why I wrote this note as I wrote this note, I wrote it as Fall of the Kremlin. No idea what energy I was in at that stage because it just happens to me. But that's what I've noted down here. Now, what's happened is that Russia has bombed a maternity hospital. There was a newborn baby that was killed. I believe there was 6 people killed in that incident. But that's I had said when they bought in, what do they call him, the butcher of Syria, that his modus operandi is simply to bomb the populace into submission. However, he's not succeeding. What's happening is that there is news coming out that the families of conscripted soldiers who were killed are not getting any recognition from the Kremlin. The news articles do say Putin, but I don't know that Putin's still in charge. I will have another look. Every time I read on Putin, I get that he's either deceased or he's incapacitated, or perhaps it's just his vibrational energy is so low that he doesn't even register as a living entity. I'm bemused by that one. But I've always read and seen that once he does pass, that we won't hear about it for months thereafter. However, another quokka moment, sorry about that. If you don't know what a quokka is, look it up. The most adorable Australian little critter, Quokka. I use that instead of a squirrel because we don't have squirrels in Australia. So quokka moment, another quokka moment. Okay, what I want to have a look at is, so apparently the economy in Russia, the normal people, it's just absolute queuing for bread type situation again. They've had enough. The oligarchs, they've literally lost their empires. They're not happy. I don't know why I'm getting that they've literally lost their empires. But yeah, they've lost, well, that's how they feel. They feel that they've lost their empires. They've lost their ability to move around the world. They've lost their super yachts. They've lost their ability to sell their commodities. they are feeling like they have lost their empire. So tell me about the future of the Kremlin. This is the oligarchs popping forward, 9 of Pentacles, but it's gilded cage stuff. It's sort of trapped in the lap of luxury, but not actually having any freedoms, which is the ultimate luxury. Okay. Tell me about the future of the Kremlin. Oh, I'm getting chills up my legs. Entertainment only, if you're watching this over in Russia. The future of the Kremlin. Was disappointed, okay, quite a moment to see that Turkey was bombing Syria again. Man. Anyhow, oh, what was that card? Yeah, the truth is coming out. The world is watching, Turkey. The world is watching. Okay. Tell me about the future of the Kremlin. Russian Kremlin. Future of the Russian Kremlin. Thank you. Finally got there. 6 minutes in. Strength. Right? Strength. Signifier card. Wouldn't have picked that. Beautiful card. I love this card. But I wouldn't have picked that for the future of the Kremlin. But signify their strength. It's been challenged by the Page of Cups. There is information coming out that is there is going to be information coming out that is completely unexpected. Now, I'm drawn to the background in this, which I haven't usually taken much notice of, but it looks like a tsunami coming. A wave coming to literally envelop this figure that is holding this cup. So the strength is going to be challenged by something completely unexpected and a wave. I wonder if this is some form of revolution. Let's have a look. A wave coming. Base of the reading, King of Pentacles. Yeah. It's often my Donald Trump card, but I'm seeing this. I would have said it was Putin, but it's not Putin. I don't know who it is. It's whomever is in charge of the Kremlin at the moment, and it's not Putin. Other readers might disagree with me, but that's real. If it was Putin, it would have been the Emperor card. But there is somebody here who is in charge of the Kremlin that is not Putin. And this is this figure here. Love if you have any theories. In the past, crossroads moment. Like really, if they hadn't invaded Ukraine, they could have just continued on merrily on their way. It is a the blindfold needed to be taken off, and a decision regarding the truth needed to be decided. If you have a look at the background, you've got the corpse hanging from the tree, which really speaks volumes. I don't know my runes. I should learn my runes to help with this deck, but these have runes written on them. But there is the corpse in the tree, the covering over the eyes, the crossroads of truth, and that is in the past, which is why this figure is the leader in this situation. Okay. 6 of Swords. The truth is going to be loaded into the boat, the vessel, the craft, moving forward to a new horizon, a new dawn. I'm going to ask in a minute. Okay. The Empress in the immediate future here is Russia. But this is Russia about the birth of something new. There is a new birth coming forward for Russia. Externally, yeah, here they are. This is the entrapped, gilded cage, wealthy, everything at their fingertips, but looking as bored as, excuse the expression, bored as batshit. Looking completely bored, with nothing for companionship but this wise owl. Okay, internally. New start. New relationship start. hopes and fears, retreat, wounded in retreat, the burning of the leader, the death and the burning of the leader. I'm getting that this is not this dude. It's telling me there's more than one here. Okay. Outcome, love it. It's another 2. Here's a 2. This is a very dark 2 in the past. This is a 2 in the going towards the future. 2s are all about choices and decisions to be made. This is a choice about the health and wealth of the country. Just they're taking a breather at the moment. This is the outcome, just taking a pause, and then they are choosing which path to follow. Decisions being made about the health, wealth, safety, security of the country. And I do actually like that. 2 of Pentacles can often be the juggling, deciding which ship to bring in, but this is not about a ship coming in. This is about just taking a breather before following that path towards a new horizon. Judgment Day is going to come. Choosing the path towards this new horizon, a collective awakening, a call to arms, and Judgment Day. Okay. Wheel of Fortune, karma, turning. What is on the bottom will go up and to the top. This is about destiny and fate. Karma coming and biting you on the bum. 3 major arcana so far. The Chariot. When it happens, it will happen very quickly. You've got partnerships here. Queen of Swords, the rise of the feminine. King of Cups, the rise of the diplomat. Eight of Wands. A lot of information coming forward very quickly. And then we have the Death card. Authentic, reform, very solid endings. Endings, beginnings, destruction of a destruction of the patriarchal, the crown, the monarch, the realm. Okay. On the base we have 8 of Cups, which is do not underestimate the squirrel as he flees away from the dragon with a cup. It is the little people that piece by piece will make it happen. There is work going on behind the scenes as we have Putin in increasing isolation and loss. Right, the question I want to ask in regards to this, let's have a look. If you've got anything you want me to read on, please just put it in the box below or email me. Let's have a look. Right, settle down, settle down. Okay, can I ask a question, please? Can I ask a question? Is there going to be some sort of revolution or coup occurring in Russia? Is there going to be some sort of revolution or coup occurring in Russia? Yes. Is it going to be led by the oligarchs? Is it going to be led by the oligarchs? No. Is it going to be an uprising of the people? Uprising of the people. And that's a yes. Okay. Can I ask a question, please? Thank you. Is it going to happen by the Australian winter solstice? Is it going to happen by the southern hemisphere winter solstice, which is the northern hemisphere summer solstice? Is it going to happen by the mid-year solstice? And that's a yes. Oh, please let it bring. Okay. Can I ask one last question, please? I know I ask this every time, I know you get tired of answering it. Is Putin still alive? And that's a very definite no. Is it possible that Putin's vibration is so low that we just do not pick him up? Is it possible that Putin's vibration is so low that we do not pick him up? It's not answering, it's just circling. Because if the vibration is so low that we don't pick it up, it's not going to pick it up. Okay. Thank you for joining me. That was interesting. That was an interesting story that the boys brought out for us. And yeah, let's watch it play. I'm just as a ending, I am really just to reassure you, the gut feeling is very strong that Jack Smith is going to take several elected representatives down in the fray with him. So just rest assured with that. A lot of us readers read that the Dems would hold the House. I think this is actually going to give the Dems the House as well. Okay, thank you for joining me. Take care. Love to you all. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. Turn off the news. Go and walk around the block and just close the mind, accept everything except the sounds, the bird sounds, the traffic sounds, the sounds of the ocean. Be in the moment and let yourself breathe. Okay, take care. Love to you all. Bye-bye.